dialysis, which is also called as artificial kidney. Along with that, we are also going to discuss about kidney transplantation. Kidney transplantation. Okay, before going to start the topic of dialysis, it is very important to discuss about what will happen if our both kidneys are not going to function well, if they get damaged, if they remains as a non-functioning units, what will happen? And we all know that the chief function of kidneys is to remove the waste materials present in the blood. If the kidneys stop their function, then what will happen? All the waste materials, they remains in the blood, and excess amount of water present in our body also not removed by the kidneys, and that condition, the accumulation of waste material and excess amount of water in our body, is called as uremia. And the symptoms of this disease is swelling of hands of the person and feet of the person, and they may become day by day very weak. Okay, and they are capable to perform their functions in a normal manner. That is the major symptom. And why the kidneys stop their function? Is there any reason? Yes. But actually the kidneys, they have to do their function in a normal way. But in some people, because of some health problems from which they are suffering already, like high BP, high blood pressure, and at the same time sugar, the diabetes and high blood pressure. These two diseases also cause damage of kidneys. Okay, if the person is suffering from sugar and high BP, then that patients in coming days, they may suffer with kidney failure. Okay, that is the major reason. And some people, because of the bad life habits, some people have interest to take drugs, and some people have interest to consume alcohol daily. In such kind of people also, the kidneys, they may damage. But the damage of the kidneys, failure of the kidneys, it not happens within 2 days or 1 week. It may take a longer time. Before that, the person had to identify by some medical test. Okay, and at the same time, suddenly, because of heart attacks also, acute kidney failure may happen. What is meant by acute kidney failure? Acute kidney failure means suddenly, if the kidneys stop their function, then it is called as acute kidney damage, acute kidney failure. Okay, and we call that non-functioning of kidneys, we call as that disease as ESRD, end stage renal disease. What is meant by ESRD? End stage renal disease. Okay, then is there any treatments for this disease? Yes. 2 types of treatments are available for ESRD. Then what are the 2 types of treatments? One is a temporary method and the second one is permanent method. Okay. And the temporary one, which we are calling as a dialysis. Okay. Dialysis. It is the temporary method. To treat the kidney failure patients, the doctors, they use the temporary method as dialysis and the permanent method as kidney transplantation. Okay, it is the temporary method and it is the permanent method. First, we are going to discuss about dialysis, which is the temporary method. Okay, what is meant by dialysis? First, we need to know what is meant by dialysis. The process of removal of waste material from the blood of a person. The process of cleaning of blood of a person by separating the waste substances is called dialysis. Once again repeat, what is the definition of dialysis? The process of, yes, yeah, right. You people also repeat with me. The process of cleaning the blood of a person. Cleaning the blood of a person by separating the waste substances. By separating the waste substances is called dialysis. And this dialysis process is also called as artificial kidney. Artificial kidney. Why we are calling this one as artificial kidney? As the patient, in the patient body, both kidneys are not going to function well. That's why artificially we are removing the waste materials which are present in the blood of the patient. That's why we call this dialysis as artificial kidney. And we also call this dialysis as hemodialysis. Then what is meant by hemodialysis? Hemodialysis means, see here, dialysis machine used. Here in the dialysis we are using a dialysis machine. Dialysis machine is used to filter the blood of a person. To filter the blood of a person when both kidneys are damaged. When both kidneys are damaged. Such process is called as hemodialysis. Here hemo means blood. We are purifying the blood from waste materials. That's why we call this process as hemodialysis. Then what does this dialysis machine contain? About that now we are going to discuss. Okay, see here children, in your textbook page number 83, you have a dialysis machine. A dialysis machine, it contains some important parts like a dialyzing fluid. This one is the dialyzing fluid. This is the dialyzing fluid. This is the fresh dialyzing fluid, and this one used dialyzing fluid. Used dialyzing fluid. Fresh dialyzing fluid, used dialyzing fluid. Then see here children, dialyzer. Where is the dialyzer? Here we have dialyzer. This box-like structure is called as dialyzer. This part we are calling as dialyzer. And blood pump. Here we have a blood pump. Here we have a blood pump. Like this, the dialysis machine, it contains different parts. And if we talk about the dialyzing fluid, it plays a major role in the dialysis machine. The dialyzing fluid concentration means the composition of the dialyzing fluid is as same as our blood. But our blood, here only one exception is there. Our blood, it contains some waste materials, nitrogenous waste materials. But the dialyzing fluid, it does not contain any nitrogenous waste materials. Remaining all composition is exactly same to our blood. Okay, our blood, it contains some nitrogenous waste material, but dialyzing fluid, it does not contain any nitrogenous materials. Okay, that is the major difference between blood and dialyzing fluid. Here we are using the dialyzing fluid. And dialyzer, the dialyzer, it just composed of partially permeable cellulose tubes. Partially permeable cellulose tubes. Okay, if you imagine it is the dialyzer, it is a box-like structure. It is a container which is packed or embedded with a partially permeable cellulose tubes. Okay, partially permeable cellulose tubes, and the blood pump is used. Whenever the patient comes for dialysis, here the doctor may take the blood of the person by using his artery. Okay, from the artery of the patient, here what we are doing, the doctor may take the blood into the dialyzing machine, and that machine may contain dialyzing fluid here. Okay, whenever the patient blood taken into the dialyzing machine it just mixed with anticoagulant called as heparin. Okay, to prevent the clotting of the blood in the dialyzing machine. Here what they are adding to the patient blood? A anticoagulant agent. What is the name of that anticoagulant agent? Heparin. By adding that heparin, the blood not going to clot inside this machine. Okay, now whenever the blood flows through these cellulose tubes which are partially permeable, then here the dialyzer is just full of dialyzing fluid. Okay, here the dialyzing fluid, it does not contain any nitrogenous materials, substances, waste materials. But here the blood, it contains large amount of nitrogenous waste. By using a method called as diffusion, the waste material present in the blood freely move into the dialyzing fluid, because in the blood the concentration of nitrogenous waste is more. But in the dialyzing fluid there is no nitrogenous waste. That's why from the blood the waste materials move into the dialyzing fluid. Okay. Now the blood is free from nitrogenous waste. Yes, very good. Then by using which method? By using diffusion, from higher concentration to lower concentration. Here the waste materials are moving freely. Okay, then see here children, like that the fresh dialyzing solution, it just enters, and the used dialyzing solution which is loaded with the waste materials may come into another container as you have in the picture. Here the fresh dialyzing fluid enters into the dialyzer, and the used dialyzing fluid, it just comes into another container which is filled with nitrogenous waste. Now the blood is free from waste materials, and such variety of blood again entered into the person's body by using his vein. Here you need to understand, the patient blood is collecting through the dialyzing machine by the help of the artery, and again the purified blood enters into the person's body by the help of vein. Okay, is it clear? Like this dialysis occurs. Okay, by using which principle the dialyzing machine works? Diffusion. You people need to remember. And here each session of dialysis, it lasts for 3 to 6 hours. 3 to 6 hours of time it may take. And why we are calling this dialysis as temporary solution? Because after this 3 to 6 hours, the patient may go to the home, and again he consumes some food. Later again metabolism occurs in his body, and then waste materials are again produced to the blood. For that purification, again he has to visit the hospital for dialysis. That's why we call this process as temporary method. Okay, I think you understand. Then what is the permanent solution for this kidney failure patient? Means end stage renal disease patient. Here renal means kidney, the disease which is related to the kidney. And here a scientist called as Charles Hocknagel. Charles Hocknagel, in the year 1954, he performed this kidney transplantation between two identical twins. Okay, by this he succeeded in this. Later, many people are undergoing with this permanent solution. In this kidney transplantation, in place of damaged kidneys, the doctor is going to place a well-working kidney. And you may get here doubt, from which kind of persons we have to take the kidney. The patient need to collect the kidney from his close relatives. Then only the kidney matches with the patient body. Otherwise, if it is a foreign kidney, means if it is other's kidney, if there is no blood relation between the donor and recipient. Who is donor here? The person who is giving kidney to the patient is called as donor. Who is recipient? The person who needs kidney. He is called as recipient. Okay. If there is no blood relation between the two donor, between the both, like donor and recipient, then the doctor may perform many medical tests. If it is suitable to the patient, then only the blood group and tissue, everything the doctor may test. And immune system, is it going to accept the kidney or not? Everything they'll test. Then only they will perform the surgery, that is kidney transplantation. Here many people may get doubt. After this surgery, where the kidney is going to place? In the original place of the damaged kidney? No. See here, this is the exact position of the kidney. And if you imagine it is the donor's kidney, this kidney is going to place in the pelvic region of the patient, not in the place of damaged kidneys. Okay, here in the kidney transplantation, the collected kidney, the donated kidney is placed in the pelvic region of the patient, not in the original place. Then what about this damaged kidneys? Is the doctor going to remove? Is the doctor going to take left these two kidneys? No. If the kidneys are not going to cause any side effects, not going to cause any severe damage to the body of the patient, then the doctor not going to remove the two kidneys. He just remains the kidneys in the patient's body. Because of these kidneys, if the patient BP means blood pressure is increasing, or because of this damaged kidneys, is he going to get any viral or bacterial infections or high fevers, any side effects, then the doctor may remove the damaged kidneys. Okay. And here some people may get doubt. With single kidney, both the recipient and donor are able to survive. For this, answer is yes. For filtering the waste materials from our blood, one kidney is enough for everyone. If you give one kidney to the patient, we are capable to survive in a normal manner. In the same manner, donor also able to survive in the normal manner. Both recipient and donor are able to survive their life in a normal manner without any difficulties. Okay, that is about kidney transplantation. And nowadays kidney transplantation is common surgery because the number of kidney failure patients are more. They'll collect the organs. Many people are interested to donate their organs from the donors. The kidneys are transplanted to the patients and they are surviving in a normal, happy manner. Okay. Here, the brain dead patients, by the acceptance of the family members, here organ donations may occur, and the kidney transplantation, by performing the kidney transplantation, both the recipient and donor enjoying their life without any difficulties. This is about today's topic, that is dialysis, which is also called as artificial kidney, and kidney transplantation. Thank you for visiting our channel. Learn best things with Rama.